Elaine Shauger here, APS at Perfect Swing Academy. I'm the second master to Daniel R. Shauger. He's the #1 master in the whole world of golf because of his down, under, and up. We are completely different from the world of golf. I want to explain how Daniel had to work all his life. He had to work undercover. What I mean by that? That when he worked at a PGA golf course or a PGA driving range, he could not tell anybody that he's doing a completely different swing, his down, under, and up. We had to be a secret from everybody. No one can know, the PGA know that we're doing a completely different swing. With the manager, he said he can work there as long as you don't tell anybody. So the instructors could not know that Dan's doing APS, a perfect swing, his down, under, and up. He could not pass out his business cards. If someone came up to him on a lesson, he would tell the people that he's booked. So he couldn't take any students at the golf course or at the driving range. But we had no problems with that. Dan is more popular in the foreign country. People would fly in at a week at a time to have a lesson with him. That's how good he is with his down, under, and up. We are completely different from the golf world. You have to understand that we do nothing the same. Dan's going to train you how to use those heels up and down. Let the left knee bent, right leg straight, back and forth. Look at him. Watch. When you have a driver, you can come out a little bit more with your legs. Smaller clubs, no more stance. Left knee bent, right leg swing, back and forth. Dan wrote over 140 DVDs. I put all those DVDs in 5 different memberships. I want people to study it any way they like. DVDs, membership, book. But if you do the membership at the end of the year, you get a free DVD with 2 short games, Palm Rub Gel, and a Little Cup DVD, because I want you to keep on sitting after your year membership is over with. So the membership is a pretty good deal, I think, because you got the membership and then you get the free DVD to learn the down, under, and up from. Excuse me. Watch his leg. Left knee bent, right leg straight, back and forth. See that? That's Dan Shauger's swing that he's teaching you. I want to explain something. Dan, first book was about Mike Austin, How to Kill the Ball book. The second book, How to Kill the Ball book, is what Daniel learned over the years in this second book. So he decided he wanted 3 golf pros. So he went out and studied 100 books on videos and DVDs on golf pros. He's looking for a 3rd one. He already had 2 in his book. He's looking for a 3rd pro. So he came across who he wanted. He has 3 golf pros in his down, and up. Mr. Shauger, Mr. Austin, Mr. Hogan all play a part in the down, under, and up. We just don't have 1 golf pro. We have 3 golf pros to make up the down, under, and up. And that's what Daniel wanted in his second book. Okay? He studied about Mike Austin, but there's things that he didn't like too well about Mike Austin's swing. So he decided to put Ben Hogan in there. And himself. See, I interviewed Mike Austin. I asked him for the right arm movement to the right wrist movement. Excuse me. And he said, Dan's a smart man. He'll get it. See, Daniel had to go back out to the golf course to study the right arm movement to the right wrist movement. It took him several months. He came back to me. Elaine says, I know how to put it into words. So those are Daniel Shauger's words on his DVD and in his book on the right arm movement to the right wrist movement. Not Mike Austin's. And then watch the swing, left knee bent, back and forth. So right now, I want everybody to start with the short game. You get that half shot down like Daniel R. Shauger's trained you. You'll never have to pay for lessons again. I want to talk about the half shot. Daniel, throughout his videos, he says, you get my half shot down, you got my swing. So pay attention. He puts it in several of his videos. You do my half shot, you got my swing down. I want to let the world know. If you get that half shot, you got our swing down. That means you don't have to pay for lessons anymore. The next one is a palm rope drill. He'll go. the pole drill shift and turn to the right. He'll go into more detail on the pole drill. The rope drill teaches the heels up and down, the leg, left knee bent, right leg straight, back and forth. That's what it teaches you there. Then the Little Club DVD, these are Daniel Shauger's words, not Mike Austin's. Because he had to go back out and study this step to put it in his second book, How to Kill the Ball book. He made a training aid to work with the right arm movement to the right wrist movement. A little club is called. Watch your swing. Left knee bent, right leg straight, back and forth. So I want everybody to be aware that Dan had to work undercover all his life. All his life. The PGA golf course, the PGA driving range, nobody can know he was doing down under net, APS. No one. When I first met him, he told me, I have to tell you something. I go, what? You can't tell anybody at the golf course or at the driving range I'm doing a different swing. I go, what do you mean? Because I'm at a PGA place. I'm not a PGA person. I'm APS, a Perfect Swing Academy with my down under net. Oh, so if a student comes up to you, just tell them I'm booked. Oh, okay. So that's how I had to practice that, you know. When the student came, oh no, he's booked. It was like, I got this, Dan. Yeah, I mean, you know, he says, yeah, in order for me to work here, they can't know what I do. And that's how Daniel had to work all his life. But I'm putting it out here to let the whole world know there's a different way of hitting the golf ball, not just one way. So if you're a student that don't want to change your swing, this is not for you. Daniel's going to teach you a different way to hit the golf ball. You're going to hit that golf ball off the right side of the hip. You're going to use your leg work, one leg bent, one leg straight, back and forth. Use those heels up and down. Slow swing, slow motion. Watch your swing. Slow motion. Watch your swing. Again, once a student learns our swing, they don't need lessons anymore. You get that half shot down, you got Daniel's swing down. And that's when I start looking for new students. But we have books, DVDs, and membership to learn from. The membership, after 1 year, you do get a free DVD. I put 2 short games, the pole and rope drill, and the Little Club DVD on that DVD so you can continue studying Daniel's swing down under net, APS. Thank you for sharing. I'm Elaine Shauger. Come and join our team at APS. Thank you.